So what's going on, guys? It's Rishko here for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of a Nuketown remake for Advanced Warfare. And it could be coming in three forms: either a standard map that we get, a map pack, or pre-order bonus for pre-ordering Advanced Warfare. Now the reason why I think this is because we've seen the map Nuketown 3 times now, and twice it has been as a bonus map for pre-ordering the game. And you guys are probably thinking, wait a minute, surely not. But yes, twice it's been remade. Now the first time it was kind of remastered, and that was from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 is obviously Nuketown 2025 when everything is updated to the future compared to the old one where it was just literally in Nevada desert being bombed. And then the second time we saw this, well, it's not exact, but the second time we saw a very similar design. Some of you may have realised this, some of you may be completely stunned by this, but the second time we actually saw a remake of Nuketown was actually in Ghost. We saw it in the map Freefall, and I did mention this, and today I thought it would bring you guys a comparison really, because the similarities are like endless. There's so many similarities, it was just too difficult to cover and put them together, but I've tried to mash up a few clips together. I've put the Ghost one in the top left hand corner and the original, or the Nuketown 2025, which is basically the same as the original Nuketown, as the main screen, so you can see the similarities between them. So they'll be going on the screen now. There's so many of them, some of them might not be quite as easy to tell. If you're not quite sure, pause the video for a minute and go back until you get it. If not, in a second guys, I'm going to be showing you a map anyway and showing you the similarities of both maps anyway. But yeah, so you can see some of them going across your screen. It's really like it, you do wonder, like, why on earth? I mean, there is kind of like that thing with Ghost on the Strike Zone map where a lot of people were saying it was pretty much identical to Modern Warfare 3's Dome, and obviously Ghost's remake, which is Unearthed. But I mean, it really doesn't play like Dome at all. It plays a more closed map and it feels very, very different, whereas Ghosts, you really do get the feeling like you're in Nuketown but nowhere near as fun. And the reason why I started off this kind of idea and thinking, hang on, could they be similar and related, is because of the fact that you've got two main buildings, and at the back you've got a little area where each person spawns on either side, and then you've got this little box bit which will make each side of the map kind of identical, and it makes it a bit out of shape. So you kind of wonder about those, and I thought, well, they're very similar to Black Ops in the sense of Nuketown. If we actually look on the screen now, guys, I'm going to be showing you the map and some of the similarities. So I mean, straight away you can see, I'll kind of rotate it so you guys can see it from a similar angle because it's weird to look at it. But if we take the bottom side, as it were, on the freeform map, it will rotate so it'll be on the bottom. You can see that at the very bottom right hand corner of the map you've got that little rectangle, and that is basically where on Nuketown you've got like veg growing and stuff like that, whereas on Freefall it's kind of nothing. It's where a building was, but the room can be left and just the foundation of the walls have been remaining. And then as you go through, you've got entrances from either side, and you got the main building, and then on Nuketown obviously you've got, after that building and after the entrances on either side, it leads to the centre in the middle, and on this you've got two buses. And on Freefall you haven't got two buses, but what you have got is like 3 partition walls, and they're all set differently, and in these walls you've got like holes in it where you can shoot. Like in that moving vehicle, you've got like that gap in between, you can jump onto it, and on this you've got a wall which you can shoot through. I couldn't find both clips to match that up, even though I swear to God I recorded it. But then also you got to go around one way to do one thing and go around the other way to the other. The one thing that really struck me though is on either side. Okay, so on Nuketown, on the left hand side you've got that diamond point, and although it's not really the same on Freefall, you've got like that long elevator shaft, and those kind of two bits match up. And then on the opposite side, this is where it gets more kind of similar. You've got that car on Nuketown, and on Freefall you've got like another partition wall, and it's like it's not as short as, it's shorter than the other side, sorry. But I'll show you that, and it is very, very similar. All of this, it's ridiculous how similar it is. And then if you go after that, you've got imagine you've gone to the buses and stuff, then you've got the other building on the other side, and the two entrances from either side, and obviously you can go through the house in the middle as well, which is the same on Freefall. And after the building, I said both entrances, like I said, you've got a kind of a garden, and then you've got the stairs going up, a little barbecue and stuff like that. And in the top right hand corner you've got like a little, I don't know what it is, it's like a little wall with some little playing area. You've got some kind of game that you can play outside. And then on Freefall you see that again in the top right hand corner, you've got a kind of almost the same as the other side of the map, but it's this area where the bottom part of the wall has remained and bits have broken away, and you've just got these low walls which you can step over, and it's similar to the bit on Nuketown. And obviously on the left hand side on Nuketown you've got this big open area where you have like a sand pit and the swings and stuff. I hope you guys do understand this. And then on Freefall you've kind of got that open area as well. I can't remember what's there, but it's very similar. Okay, the only really the difference is that on Freefall you got the elevator shaft, whereas on Nuke got that kind of diamond point point bit where the two angles meet. But also the other thing that's not so similar is the fact that on Nuketown you've got two kind of both houses meet at an angle rather than being straight, whereas Freefall it's just two, it's one big straight map. But obviously that's because it's a building. And so, but apart from that, I think it plays very, very similar, and I think this is a clear copy. I think Treyarch or Infinity Ward either kind of tracing papered, as it were, the map, or Treyarch literally just sent the files and then they just did a little bit of tweaking with it to make it into Freefall. But I think it's very similar, and so, why on earth would we see this? Well, the thing is, obviously, a little while ago there was a survey asking to see, what would we like to see pre-order bonuses, and one of them was actually seeing a Nuketown map, and I think it was like a Nuketown remake. So, and I did talk about that before, and the thing about this, I think it's going to be a remake rather than like a normal Nuketown, although that would be fun. I think what they're going to do is have similar things, like on Nuketown you had like two post boxes with either building, didn't you? One was called Wood and one of them was called Mason, and so I think they could do something similar, I don't know, with the main characters in Advanced Warfare. Maybe that's one of those little touches that they might not have, but it could be anything. It might not be houses this time, because in Freefall obviously it was like a business building, and then obviously on Nuketown it was these two housings in this residential area in the future on Nuketown 2025. And so I mean, for Advanced Warfare it could be anything really. It could be some kind of industrial area, that'd be quite fun, some kind of like mini factory or something, or it could even be a bigger map. What I'd like to see actually, although I do love Nuketown because of its fast pace and it's really fun to play with, maybe they could increase the size a little bit. If not map wise, they could actually do it vertically and make higher buildings. I don't know, it could be anything. Actually that could be a fun idea. What you could even have, if it's Advanced Warfare, it could be, I don't know, it's a bit like I said, but you got two buildings, like big massive like skyscrapers, and then you can be on one and you can be on the other, and at the back you've got like this kind of helicopter pad, I don't know, and that's where you spawn. That's like the gardens, and then you can go across. There's like bits of metal and all these different things which has kind of fallen from the building or glass or something and fallen onto the other building. It's kind of made like a bridge. I think that'd be a fun idea, or anything really. It could be like that. It could be some kind of factory, like I said, with pipes going everywhere, and I don't know, it could be really, could do anything. But I think it'd be fun to kind of make it more vertically enlarged or even horizontally enlarged, just something I think to get in sync with the exosuits. But I definitely do believe there'll be a Nuketown remake, due to the fact that we did see it in a survey and did ask. It did seem very familiar. We always do get a remake. We've seen Nuketown come back a few times, and Treyarch seems to be kind of the studio that owns a very similar game to Advanced Warfare, but Advanced Warfare is just more thought out, more time, and seems better, except for zombies obviously. So I think Advanced Warfare, due to the fact its similarity and overlapping in terms of storyline, in that sense, I really do think that Advanced Warfare will kind of just be repeating Black Ops steps, but with updated and without zombies and stuff like that. It'll be its own kind of story, but in the same steps, in the same fashion. So I do think Nuketown will be coming as a remake to Advanced Warfare as the pre-order bonus, but we could see anything. We might not even see it at all, but I reckon we could see something very similar remade, or even the same one, I don't know. But it'd be fun to have a remake. I really think it's going to be a fun map to remake and see in Advanced Warfare just as a pre-order bonus. I think it'd be absolutely excellent, and they could add it later to the mix for the playlist later on when people get a bit bored. But thanks guys very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is going to be the map coming to Advanced Warfare as a pre-order bonus, or do you think we're going to be seeing another map instead? Let me guys know what you think. What map could you remake as a pre-order bonus? What one would you like to see? I mean, we could also see something from one of the Modern Warfare sides, because obviously Ghost was quite rubbish. You wouldn't really want to see a remade map of that, because Ghost is just gone. So if it wasn't a Black Ops map, what could it be? I mean, it could be Rust from MW2. They could just make that a bit larger, and that'd be awesome, I think. Yeah, just stuff like that. Just let me guys know what you think. Love to hear your opinions. But that's been my time, guys. Thank you very much. If you want to go and check out my recent zombie series that I did, as well as my Advanced Warfare co-op mode theories and different series such as fun things to do, and something very beneficial in that video. But thanks guys, I hope you have enjoyed. A like would be awesome if you want to show that, and I'll see you again soon.